Hi, I hope everybody is having a good day. I'm back with you to do lesson 5-8. So now that we've gone over lots of strategies, it's important that we know how to use those strategies to solve problems. In fact, we're going to go over 1 and 2 step problems here. So some of these problems are going to require 1 step. So we set up in a subtraction problem, work out the problem, and that's our answer. Some of them are going to require 2 steps. So where we have to set up a problem, work out that problem, and then do something else to the answer that we got. So we're going to go over several of these problems. I know you don't have any papers, so just follow along with me today. And then you'll have an assignment in the puzzle piece below for today's lesson. All right, here is my first problem. Some frogs were sitting on a pond. 16 more frogs joined them. Now there are 49 frogs in the pond. How many frogs were on the pond first? Show how you know. So when I take a look at this problem, here's what I know. There are some frogs on the pond. I don't know how many, so that's why I have a blank. I know 16 more came, and I now know I have 49 frogs. What I want to know is, what is this missing number? So this is an addition equation. I can't solve it because I don't know this missing number. So I have to turn this addition equation into a subtraction equation. Remember, when we subtract, the big number always starts us. When we add, the big number is always our answer. So I'm going to turn this into a subtraction problem by saying 49 minus 16 is going to give me this leftover blank spot. Okay, so now to work this problem out, you are welcome to do any strategy that we have showed you. You can use your hundreds chart. You can use your open number line. You can use break apart. You may just use the old-fashioned stack them on top of each other and subtract. And that's what I'm going to go over because I have a feeling that's the strategy that most of you are going to use. So let's do 49 minus 16. So I have my problem set up here. Going to go to the 1 spot. 9 minus 6, well, that's 3. 4 minus 1, that's 3 as well. That tells me my answer is there were 33 frogs that started on the pond. So 33 plus 16 is 49. 49 minus 16 is 33. I've actually written 2 different equations to solve this problem. The first one I did addition, but addition didn't really help me, so I had to turn it into a subtraction problem to be able to solve. Right, so let's look at some other examples here. That is what we would call a 1-step problem. Once I worked out my answer, I had it. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and skip over to number 2 here because number 1 actually has the work done for us. It says, Mr. Wing's class collected some cans to recycle on Tuesday. So here's what I know. He collected some cans. I don't know how many. They collected 18 more cans on Wednesday. The class collected 44 cans in all. So this problem is set up just like our last problem. It's an addition problem, but we are missing one of the add-ins. So we're going to turn it into a subtraction problem. Remember, big number starts us when we subtract. So we have 44 minus 18. We're going to figure out this missing number. Again, you may use any strategy you would like to solve. I have a feeling most of you are just going to stack these numbers on top. So that is fine with me. So I'm going to work it that way. On the ones column, I notice there is more on the floor. So I'm going to have to go next door. Here we go. Instead of 3, my neighbor has 1. He was so nice to let me borrow. I take that 1 home, and there are 14. So now I have more on top. 14 minus the 8. 14 minus 8 would give me 6. 3 minus 1 would give me 2. So that lets me know that the class started with 26 cans. They added 18, and they had 44. So my answer here is the 26, okay? The missing number was the 26. You won't have to do anything with a bar diagram, so don't worry. That will not be on there. That's why I haven't filled it in. Right? Let's practice another problem down here. Number 3. Sue took out 5 books from the library on Monday. She took out 6 books from the library on Tuesday. Then she returned 3 books on Wednesday. How many books did Sue have on Thursday? So this is going to actually be a 2-step problem. I heard 2 things going on. She got more books and then some went away. So let's set up our equations here. Sue took 5 books from the library on Monday. So here's the 5 she took. She took out 6 books from the library on Tuesday. So I'm going to find out how many books she has right now. 5 plus 6, well, that would be 11 books. Now let's see what to do next. Then she returned 3 books on Wednesday. So I had 11, and she's going to return 3 of them. These are facts that we should have memorized. 11 minus 3, that would give me 8. So how many books does Sue have on Thursday? Well, she has 8 books on Thursday after she returned 3. Okay, that's a 2-step problem. We first have to find out how many she had, then she returned some, and then our answer is what she has left. Okay, let's look at this one down here at the bottom. This one already has it set up, and it tells me it's a 2-step problem. I like it when it tells me that. There are 24 peas on Kim's plate. Kim eats 15 peas. Let's take care of step 1. There are 24 peas on Kim's plate. She eats 15. Again, you can work this problem without any strategy you want, but I have a feeling most of us are going to just stack them. So that's what I'm going to do as we work through this together. So when I look at my ones column there, I have 4 minus 5. I notice there's more on the floor. That's going to send me to borrow from next door. My neighbor gives me 1, so he only has 1 left, but I now have 14. So more on the top. I can work this out. No need to stop. 14 minus 5 would give me 9. 1 minus 1, well, that's a nothing there, so I just have an answer of 9. Now, let's see what happens next. Then Kim's mother puts 8 more peas on her plate. So think about this. How many peas did she have left? She started with 24. She ate 15, so she has 9 left. So that's going to be my start number. She had 9. Her mom gave her 8 more. So we have 9. We add 8. This is a fact that we should have memorized. What's 9 plus 8? 17. So there are 17 peas on Kim's plate now. Okay, let's look at just a couple of more of these 2 and 1-step problems here before you work on your own. Okay, how about this one? Elaine put 13 photos in the album. Kim put some more photos in the album. There are 32 photos in the album in all. So let's think about this problem. So it says she put 13 photos. Ken put some more, but it didn't tell me what Ken put, so I'm just going to put a box there for some more. And now there are 32 photos in the album. So remember, I can't work this as an addition problem because I don't have my 2 add-ins. So I'm going to have to change it into a subtraction problem. Big number starts our subtraction. So we have 32. We're going to take away this add-in of 13. We're going to find our mystery number of how many Ken put in there. So I'm going to work out this problem over here. 32 minus 13. Again, you may choose any strategy that you want. I'm just stacking them on top of each other. 2 minus 3. Well, I noticed the big numbers on the bottom, so I'm going to borrow from next door. So my neighbor has 2 now, and I have 12. I have more on top, so no need to stop. 12 minus 3 is 9. 2 minus 1 is 1. That means my mystery number is 19. and also my answer. Ken put 19 photos into the photo album. Let's look at one more example here, one of these two-step problems. How about this one, number 7? There are 15 vocabulary words in week 1. There are 8 more vocabulary words in week 2. How many words are there in both weeks? Ooh, this requires a little bit of thinking. So that's why I picked this one, so we can talk about it a little bit. There are 15 in week 1, so I know 15. But it says there are 8 more in week 2 than week 1. So that means I got to add 8. So 15 plus 8, that may not be a problem that I have memorized. So I'm going to set it up here. 15 plus 8, well, 5 plus 8 is 13. 1 plus 1 is 2, so 23. Now hold on, there are 23 when? Let's think about that. There are 15 vocabulary words in week 1. Got it. There are 8 more vocabulary words in week 2 than week 1. So this 23 is really my week 2 number. So here's week 1. There's week 2. How many words are there in both weeks? So I'm going to have to add this 15 to my new number I got of 23. So 15 plus 23. Again, you're welcome to set up this problem however you want. I'm going to just stack them on top. 5 plus 3 is 8. 1 plus 2 is 3. There are 38 vocabulary words as a total. All right, that problem actually had addition in it instead of subtraction, and some of them do. So make sure you listen carefully. If it says they add some, like Kim did with her peas, then you have to add that number on. Some of these two-step problems are going to have you adding and subtracting. Okay, so make sure you read them very carefully. Your assignment is going to be in the puzzle piece below. If you have any questions, let your teacher know. Have a great day.